broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government.
Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Wake up! Why haven't you learned anything?
Anyway, anybody else want to add to that?
Corey?
I mean, this George Floyd thing does seem a little sketchy. I haven't dug too deep into the conspiracy as far as George Floyd is concerned, just because there's still so much more that I'm sure is going to be added to it. So I'm not too big on the conspiracy stuff. I'll say that I do believe in it. I really do, especially with 9/11. I have a lot of thoughts about that. The Boston bombings, like you brought that up. Even the shootings, even some of these school shootings that we see happening. I do believe that there's a lot of conspiracy behind those. I don't believe that all of these are actually real. I think that this is, especially the shooting that happened in Vegas. That was really cool. So this George Floyd thing, it does really. It's funny how it did happen during the quarantine. And then they said George Floyd had coronavirus. Tried to
Why would you test him? What was the point of testing him?
It's like, that in itself just tells you right there something's not right about this. Oh, George Floyd had coronavirus. And maybe he died. Because he had heart problems, So and then having this happen, being quarantined, so obviously now all of a sudden we have a video and everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. Why? Because at home. So it's just funny how this happened. And like I said, I didn't delve too deep into it. We're not done yet. So but I do agree with you. There is something very, very fishy.
Let me throw this in. I'm gonna throw it over to T-Real. Just another thing about Minnesota that I found interesting. If I remember correctly, didn't the police precinct also get burned up? When have we seen a police precinct?
That was crazy.
Has it been on and popping so much that you can overtake a police precinct? Was it like the old Detroit mini stations where only 2 or 3 police officers were in there? I mean, am I missing?
A whole building.
Yeah,
it was a whole big building.
What's up with that? And the reason why I played that video was because I said, who was that guy? We're living in a day and age now where you can go. Remember when I played the video where they were showing the looters or whatever we want to call them in Scottsdale, Arizona? The reporter asked, "Hey, are you going to use camera footage to find out who the people?" Who's like, "Oh yeah, we are." Who's using camera footage to figure out who all of these outside agitators? And we do know, we can say that factually because Detroit's police chief said it himself, that many of the people coming into the city were not from the city of Detroit.
Same report in New York, same report in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
So we know, we can say that factually. Yet why are we not seeing a big roundup of these people getting arrested?
I'm sorry, wait, I want to pass this over to definitely, but I just want to throw one other thing in here because Corey said he had some of the stuff he hasn't heard. But do you know that there's people on video talking about truckloads of bricks being delivered to the Black community?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
That as well.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
How and that still ties in. How in the world does this go on and we aren't getting any answers? This is almost, I mean, it's no different than any other crime, right? The main thing is, well, where is the weapon? Where is the weapon? And it's like nobody's looking for the weapon. We're just talking about the crime, but nobody's bothering to look for the weapon. We need to know who was dropping bricks off right there, like it was a doggone Home Depot. They about to do construction. I mean, who is dropping pallets of bricks off on the street? Who's walking around busting windows? I know there's a question about whether he was a police officer. That should have been the lead story for a couple of weeks if he was. Because why? If he was a police officer, who is he? How did he get out there? Why is he there? All of these things are going on, and yet no one in the media seems to be asking this question. T-Real, what you got?
They're not supposed to.
I guess so. I guess my quick YouTube, my YouTube career about to be deleted real soon. Like Castaways. Like Castaways. Go.
I conversation with one of my good friends on some of the conspiracy theories centered around this specifically. Um, and I know that everything isn't always as it seems. I
Mhm.
try not to go ahead and anything I see, I'm like there's something behind it every single time. Um, but in this case, I mean the whole pizza box definitely no, that's not a full box of pizza for sure. Him carrying it
You
around
look
like
like
that.
Mookie on Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, that's not no. I even the theories of him, I forget what him in like Freemason or something. Maybe the
Man, you trying to get me taken down.
but I heard my friend he was trying to show that, or he was trying to show some of the pictures that was taken is like, ain't that George Floyd right there with the glasses on and all that. Him and Steven Jackson look a lot alike, so I'd say it's Steven.
Man.
But
Did you
that's
see the
just
picture? Did you see the picture of George Floyd looked like he was a porn actor?
Oh
I
yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
Same
I
tattoo?
it looked pretty close. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like you said, they're doing funerals in 3 different spots, and why is this
Oh my God.
why is this being like this is the last straw one? You know what I mean? Like, why is like all of a sudden it's like, oh well, it's right around the election time and everybody's just sitting at home, and I don't know. I mean, just the whole thing is just wild and crazy, and you really have to be careful, um, especially even with your sources too,
Hmm.
because
That's true.
the way it's reported,
Mm.
it's reported differently, or it goes back to why are we not looking for the murder weapon, itself, or why are we not? Wait a second. We know this happened. This video that this happened, and we just kind of let that slide. Well, that doesn't sell. That's not gonna get the views, the clickbait to be like, hey, isn't this that's not gonna get it done. It's gonna be, the entire, well, everybody's marching in the street. Well, that's why it is, because the black guy died. We're still trying to figure out how many of the policemen that were there actually got charged, or what happened with them, because before it was COVID. Now this became a huge focus, and 6 foot distance that went out the window
Right.
for all the marches. So one would make me think, which one matters? Is the 6 foot matter? Does the mask matter? I don't know. Um, the fact that, and I'm kind of going off the George Floyd, but why the heck is uh the disease control popping up my social media, and I'm not searching them? I don't have them pulled up at all. They shouldn't be in my accounts. Why are they popping up in settings on the iPhone? Why is all of this happening? And and that's asking for a real deep conversation too, rabbit hole. But um, I definitely think there are things that are going on. There are plans that have been in the motion and been waiting for this. There's bricks. People don't just get up and like, we're gonna drive the F-150s and drop off some bricks here and there, tomorrow. That don't happen, So and to not to mention again, we are seeing a lot of people who don't look like anyone on this on this show going, and or that with looting and all that. We don't see, which is crazy, because you would really be sitting there thinking, it's time to get them. I haven't. I'm 22, so I didn't see all the protests that happened years ago. But I mean, even now you're seeing white people getting blasted with rubber bullets that I can't tell the difference between those and the regular ones almost, because the amount of damage it's causing some folks. You wouldn't think that they'd be getting hit. It's like really drawing a line in the sand of, if you're gonna be with them, then you're gonna be with them, and you're gonna take that punishment with them. You know, it gets real deep, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on too.
I just want to add one, maybe two other things. Now,